Across the country, millions of alarm clocks ring hours before the sun comes up. People are stretching their days to the absolute limit, taking on extra shifts just to make the math work. To stay financially stable, workers take on second jobs, night routes, and weekend shifts. They string together side hustles between their primary obligations. Even with this excessive effort, the needle barely moves. People remain trapped by their bills and physically drained by the end of the week. Hard work has shifted from a tool used to build a future into a desperate mechanism required to survive the present. A few decades ago, a single full-time income was generally sufficient to support an entire household. Families could afford a home, cover their health care, and pursue an education without incurring decades of debt. That baseline feels entirely foreign today. If Americans are putting in more effort than ever, we have to look at the structural math to understand why that labor no longer buys stability. The issue begins with the price of basic survival: rent, groceries, insurance premiums, and childcare. This chart shows the rising cost of living. The baseline remains steady before mandatory costs suddenly accelerate. When we add wage growth, the line remains flat. This creates a dangerous gap. The red area represents the massive disparity between earnings and the cost to survive. When an hourly rate can no longer cover the basic math of living, the only remaining option is to increase the total volume of working hours. The modern epidemic of overwork is a strict mathematical requirement dictated by a broken economic equation. Society rebranded this mandatory overwork into a celebrated lifestyle called hustle culture. Social media algorithms amplified this mindset, rewarding constant productivity and equating rest with laziness. Smartphones destroyed the physical boundary between the workplace and personal life. Emails and notifications followed people home, making work entirely constant. The gig economy promised flexibility. Millions turned to ride-sharing and delivery apps to supplement their income. For many workers, gig work operates as a mandatory second shift, required just to bridge the financial gap. The underlying driver of this constant activity is severe economic vulnerability. People live fearing that a single medical bill or emergency expense will lead to absolute ruin. The terrifying effort to avoid falling behind has replaced the pursuit of wealth as the primary engine of the American grind. Operating under constant pressure causes chronic stress, declining mental health, and personal relationships that suffer from neglect. There is a hard biological limit to this pace. The human nervous system was not designed to operate permanently in a high-stress survival mode. Effort inherently provides purpose and growth, but it requires a balance of recovery to be